I'm Andrew Odessa coming at you with the news about the Roman aqueducts. The Roman aqueducts have been built in 312 BC. They were built to stop water from flowing to the city. The man who created the aqueducts was Nonius Dennis. But there were many more people who helped him. He did this so he could stop the water from flowing. He did this because if the water were to flow to the city, tsunamis would start. And because of the aqueduct, tsunamis stopped. And then it was all clear. In other countries, they don't have aqueducts, so all of the water destroyed parts of their country because of the tsunamis that happened. Now, to you, Lucas.
Thank you, Andrew, for talking about the Roman aqueduct. I am going to be talking to you about the new religion in Rome. There is a new popular religion in Rome. Everybody believes that the gods control the people of Rome. The Romans use different names for the gods than the Greeks. Hold on, I'm getting a reading that the name for Zeus was Jupiter in Roman times. As you can see, the people of Rome use different names for the gods than the Greeks. The Roman people made many sacrifices to the gods. This new religion was popular from 27 BC to AD 14. This was during the Roman times. There were 12 gods and goddesses just like the Greek times. The Roman adults and children made different sacrifices to the gods, like animals and different meats. The Roman people spent lots of time worshiping the gods. The Romans prayed to the gods in various places. They prayed in temples, churches, and homes. As I said, the gods were just like the Greek gods, but Romans had different names for them. Everybody believed in the gods at those times. Now, Timothy.
Thank you, Lucas, for the report on the Roman religion. Mount Vesuvius has erupted violently onto the city of Pompeii. All that are left are the bodies of the citizens encased in concrete. Most houses are destroyed, and the city is left in ruins. Wait, my team is telling me that sadly, most citizens are dead. The volcano erupted without warning, and there was no way of knowing. This tragic event happened just 5 hours ago today, in AD 79, Rome. Our scientists here at the station say that this event happened because the god Vulcan was angered. If you want to see the event up close, go to Pompeii, Rome. This was a truly tragic event. Most citizens in Pompeii were killed in the eruption. They were buried in inches of volcanic ash that soon turned to concrete. The only ruins currently left are the walls of houses and the bodies of the victims. Mount Vesuvius erupting is a truly tragic event for all of us. Wait, more tragic events are happening. More tragic happenings are going on at the Senate House. To you, Kimberly.
A tragic accident has just occurred. The time was during the Ides of March. Julius Caesar was murdered. Julius was murdered by about 60 senators. The murderers used daggers to assassinate Julius Caesar. The murderers were Marcus Junius Brutus, Gaius Cassius, Decimus Brutus Albinus, and Gaius Stebanius. The location was at the Senate House in Rome. The people who killed Julius hid the daggers in their togas. They impaled the daggers in him about 23 times. The first man to stab Caesar was Servilius Casca. Brutus chose to stab him in the groin. All senators fled after the scenario. The politicians feared Caesar was obsessed with his own importance, so Julius was like Narcissus. Both of them were obsessed with themselves. Also, Caesar made decisions without discussion or vote from other senates, so basically he thought he was king. After the other senators got furious and slaughtered Julius Caesar. Legend says that when Julius was about to die, his final words were, "You too, my son." His murder took a lot of impaling, but one stab to the chest killed him once and for all. In the end, Julius's body was carried by slaves, but there was no ceremony honoring his achievements or his life. After Julius Caesar's death, a new emperor was put into place. The new emperor's name is Caesar Augustus, also known as Octavian. Nobody minded Octavian because everyone was flourished with his new ideas. How to marry Perez.
How are you all doing? in ancient Rome today. My name is Ana Maria Perez, and I'm here to talk to you about our time in clothing. Clothing in time. Well, over here, the slaves have gotten improved wardrobes, while men and women now have different clothing. Women get to wear shaggy dresses, while men get to wear tunics. And over here is a child who is wearing one of the royal dresses, which is silk. Well, the craftsmen have been picking up their game this month, and so far, the craftsmen have said to me, well, this is what we wanted, different clothing for different occasions. And many Roman citizens have been fighting for better clothing than just wool garments. But I have to admit that I was one of them. Now the clothing are much stricter, as you can see behind me. And, yeah, so. Roman time clothing presents the history of our clothing.
We craftsmen have been going through a tough time, but for our fellow citizens, it was worth it.
What about changing the material into linen and cotton, including silk?
We collected the material from animal or other resources that we thought was beneficent.
Well, thank you for coming, but that's all the time we have now.
It was a pleasure to help.
Here, do it. Dexter, go burn
I
it.
didn't touch it. Andrew, you know you were being recorded when you were just like talking.
Oh, was it?
I do a little
Sid,
thing right
here you
there.
go. See
See you next week!